Aren't all religions basically the same? What about those that never heard the gospel? And is Jesus the only way to salvation? These are some of the questions we want to explore in this series on world religions and new religious movements.
Thy kingdom come. The Lord is the King, and the King is coming again.
Every year, the Oxford Dictionary picks a word for the year. In 2016, that word was post-truth. Several years later, Time magazine ran an article in bold red letters on a black cover, "Is Truth Dead?" If Christianity is true, but truth doesn't exist, or truth is dead, then Christianity's got a problem. We have to explore the idea of truth in a post-truth era. First, you need to define what truth is. Truth traditionally has been defined as a statement that corresponds to reality. Let's explore that definition. Truth is a statement that corresponds to reality. So you have reality, and reality itself is not truth, it's just reality. And then you make statements, and when that statement corresponds or represents or reflects or mirrors accurately reality, then that statement is true. When a statement doesn't correspond to reality, the statement is termed false. How do you know what is true or when statements correspond to reality correctly? Well, you do this through what's called the justification process. You know a statement is true when you justify it. You give reasons or evidence for it. So for example, if I stated my car's in the parking lot, that statement is true when my car is actually in the parking lot. Now, how would I know the statement is true? Well, I would provide evidence, especially if someone who is skeptical of that statement's truth, and they might object and give arguments against it. So I might tell them, well, I know where my car is, and they might object, calling me a liar. I might take them out to my car and show them my car, and they say, that's not your car, it's just a random car in your parking lot. I might take my keys and start the car and say, why would I have a key that would start a car in the parking lot if it wasn't my car in the parking lot? They could say I stole the car. I could get the documentation and provide evidence from the VIN number, the insurance, the title, and license. I could go to the Department of Motor Vehicles to testify that that's my car in the parking lot. Now, how long can a person go on objecting like this? Pretty much forever. If they can always object against the evidence that I present, it doesn't seem that I can convince them of something as simple as my car being in the parking lot, much less more important statements like God exists, or Jesus is God, or Jesus rose from the dead. But notice, the moment they said that I stole the car, listen to what they're stating. They're giving a statement, and their statement is only true when it corresponds to reality as well. And I would ask, how do you know my car was stolen? They need to now provide evidence. And if they don't provide any evidence, and I've given all my evidence, then it is much more reasonable to believe my car's in the parking lot than it is not. There are times that people object to truth stating that you can't know it, or truth doesn't exist, or truth is relative. Now, there is a very simple way to defend against such objections. Take the first one, truth doesn't exist. When you take that statement and you apply it to itself, it becomes self-defeating, or sometimes called self-refuting. This is the idea that when you take a statement and you apply its condition or criteria to itself and it doesn't meet that condition, it is self-defeating. Here's an example of a self-defeating statement. There are no sentences longer than 3 words. See how that sentence is self-defeating? It's longer than 3 words. Or if I stated, I do not exist. Obviously that's self-defeating because I have to exist in order to say I don't exist. And when someone denies the existence of truth, it is also self-defeating. When someone states truth doesn't exist, well, they're stating that that statement is true. But if it was true, then there is truth that exists. But if it was false, then there's no reason to believe it any longer. Some people might deny that you can know the truth, that maybe that it exists, but you just can't know it. this idea is also self-defeating. If someone states you can't know the truth, you might just simply ask, do you know that? If they said yes, you can see how it's self-defeating. And if they say no, why are they stating it? Finally, someone might say truth is relative. Now, what you would want to ask of this person, is that true for you or for both of us? When they say truth is relative, they're stating it's true for everyone, but that's not relative anymore. That's absolute. So there's three things we can know about truth. Truth exists, truth is knowable, and truth is absolute.